Good morning, Tarkov. Hello, everybody. I think something interesting is happening today. Let's get started. We got a lot to talk about. Oh, it actually worked. What a joy. The transition actually worked. Good morning, Tarkov. How's everyone doing? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. We got some interesting stuff to talk about today. We had a very, very interesting week between today and the last time that we talked. And good morning, Tarkov, that is. And just today in general, something a bit weird. KILLA got a little bit lost on his way home from the bar last night. I'm not sure what's going on with him, but he's at factory right now. Some people are saying that it's only a chance spawn. Some people are saying that they can't find him. Who knows what's going on? Either way, I'll let you guys know right now. I don't think it's a pre-wipe event because I don't think it's crazy enough to be a pre-wipe event. It very well could be. They've been proving me wrong with, or they've been doing things. I don't know. They've been doing things differently lately when it comes to just how they're talking about the game and how they're doing stuff with the game. Like, hell, they're not even doing a Tarkov TV. I don't know why they wouldn't do a Tarkov TV. I know that they've had a lot of interviews and stuff like that, but it's just proper, like, game dev etiquette for a for a game that's in development. It's early access. We're here to play it. Like, give us an update. Tell us what's going, like, you know what I mean? Like, they're going to do a patch. They have to, like, not necessarily have to, but, like, it's not just, like, okay, we've had a ton of interviews, so we're just not going to have a dev update for this coming update. You know what I mean? So I don't get that decision on my part personally. But you know, we did get a lot of information. It's not the worst case scenario. It's not like the end of the world or whatever. We can move on from it. We've got a lot of information. We pretty much know what's coming with 12.11, unless, you know, it's been a couple extra weeks than what they wanted to do with it. So maybe they've snuck some things in there. We don't know yet. But we're going to talk about that a bit today. But also, if you guys are looking for gameplay or whatever, we're not doing gameplay right now. This is just Good Morning Tarkov. Maybe what I'll do, if everyone is into it, which I think you might be, is maybe I'll boot the game up afterwards, and we're going to keep our eye on Twitter as well. We'll boot the game up afterwards, and we'll see what happens if I can just kind of yeet myself into factory. Because the reason why I'm not involved in gameplay is because it's going to get confusing for all the shit that I'm going to be trying to talk about today. Also, I'm thinking it's probably going to be a shit show to try and get into factory once everyone knows that this is going on. So while you guys are listening, or if you want to just say fuck me and go ahead and click off and see if you can go find Killer on factory, go ahead and do that, because he is on factory right now. And again, I'll mention that I do not think that this is enough to, I don't think that this is a pre-up event, because I don't think it's quite enough. Those of you guys that haven't been part of a pre-wipe event before, basically what they would do is completely change the game. They would completely turn that up on its head. There'd be raiders on every single map. There would be no scavs. Instead of scavs, it would be raiders everywhere, and everything would be cheap, and there would be lots of it. So I don't think this is a pre-up event. It's just one. I know it's the scav boss. It's KILLA. and I know he's on a map that he's not supposed to be on, like Yippee kind of a thing, which is really cool. It's cool. It's definitely a special event kind of a thing. I just don't think it's worthy of a pre-wipe event. We'll see what ends up happening later today, though. Make sure for sure I keep up Twitter just in case we miss anything while I'm live here. But yeah, okay. So here's the thing, too. Let me pull it up. I'll pull it up. Let me get the picture up. People are saying it's KILLA's birthday. It's not actually KILLA's birthday. If they're gonna count just today, like they're just saying like Yippee, like just today is KILLA's birthday, then okay. But I'm pretty sure it was April 18th, and today's the 17th. I'm pretty sure it was April 18th that they put the update in with KILLA from a couple years back. Boop. Where are we going here? I'm going to try and find this picture so you guys can see what I'm talking about here. Come over here. Go ahead and save this. Actually, you know what? Let's just keep it like this. We'll keep it like this. All right. All right, so for those that don't know what we're talking about here, we got a bit of this going on. This is over on Battlestate Games official Twitter, as well as the beta announcer thing. We got KILLA here, and then also this down here, this right here, apparently is happy birthday buddy or something like that. It's like happy birthday kiddo or happy birthday buddy, something like that. This is Cavalda. I don't know if you guys haven't noticed. You know what I'll do? Let me just... That'd be a sledgehammer right there. That'd be a sledgehammer. So this is Cavalda. Now, this could be a couple different things here, guys. By the way, this could be like a joke. Like, what if Cavalda kills KILLA? Like, what if, like, what exactly does this mean here? Because it looks to me like this is like he's like anticipating, like he's getting ready to swing that thing at KILLA. That's just me. Also, why is he in the dark? If this was like a postcard kind of a thing, like a buddy, like this is like his son or whatever, who knows? Why is he not like right next to him taking the picture with him? Why is he like in the darkness and it looks like he's about to swing that thing? And why does KILLA look like he's so ready? Why does KILLA look like he's like hunting somebody? You know what I mean? Unless all of this is completely useless and this is just the animations that they had on point or on hand for both of these guys, then, and it's just some random picture they decided to take. Who knows? Maybe I'm thinking of this way too hard. I don't know. All I know is that we have a picture in front of us. Here's KILLA. Here's Cavalda. If you're just taking it for what it is, it looks like Cavalda's about to smack the shit out of KILLA with that sledgehammer from the back of the head there. It doesn't matter that to me that it says happy birthday buddy or whatever, because also with the happy birthday buddy, it's like written, so I don't actually know. I don't actually know what's going on there. But like I said, if you just look at the picture, it looks like Cavalda's about to smack the shit out of KILLA. That's just me. But that's just me. Know what I mean? Oh, you know what? It'd probably be really good if I had the chat open, huh, guys? It'd probably be really good if I had the chat open. My bad, guys. Hold on. I'm sitting over there. I was about to ask what you guys think. Don't even have the chat open. It's wiped. Okay, so Hilt, it's definitely not. It's definitely not. Just chill. Factory, yes, KILLA is on Factory. Do you think that EFT is going to wipe within the next week? So here's the thing. In terms of think, and what I think is going to happen, I think that 12.11 is going to be a wipe, and I think we are going to see 12.11 in the next week or so. Yes. Might be today. Might be next Tuesday. Doesn't know. Or doesn't matter, actually. It's just what I think is that 12.11 is going to come in the next week, and personally, I think it is going to be a wipe. But we'll see. We'll see. I've been wrong on a few things recently. Not as important as a wipe, but with the Victory Day stuff. What was it? It was the Victory Day thing, and then a couple things around information, which they're just doing very differently now. Are you as uncomfortable with this radio silence vague hints from BSG as many of the community? Yeah, I'd like them to be talking more. It could be KILLA celebrating Cavalda's birth. It doesn't look like that. It just doesn't look like that, though. You know? You just saw the same picture I saw. It looked like there was like Cavaldo was about to smack shit out of him. Do you think that EFT is going to wipe with it? Okay, I already answered that. This could be the start of a pre-wipe. It could be the start of a pre-wipe event. Correct. It could be the start. But if you're asking me if I think this is the entire event, I don't think so. I don't think it's enough. I don't think it's enough. Appreciate you, comrade. Is KILLA now in factory forever? No, definitely. It absolutely would not be forever. No. I know people are saying KILLA might be his dad and stuff, and that's funny. That could that could be the case. But guys, look at the picture. Look at it. It looks like KILLA is about to get smacked the shit out of by a sledgehammer from Cavaldo, who I guess that's not Cavaldo anymore. Also, because last time I talked to you guys, apparently his name is Tajila. I need a translation. Translate. I guess if it's a name, it doesn't really translate that well. Go to English. Nope, swap. Oh, actually, no, I can do this. Nope, that's the YouTube link. That's not Tajila. Tajila. It's just Tajila. It's just Tajila. Tajila just translates to Tajila, and it also thinks it's Swedish. Actually, what if I go to Russian? Yep, it's just Tajila. So I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Cavaldo Sledgehammer Tajila is his real name. Okay, gotcha. I think it sounds as it looks. Yeah, probably. Wait. Tagila? Okay, thanks, Air. Tagila. It's definitely not Swedish, guys. It's just the Google. I was putting it in Google Translate, and it was saying it was Swedish. One Peg got some ideas. I'm sure he does. I'm thinking, if I had to guess, I don't think they're actually related. Who knows? We haven't seen this guy's face. We've seen KILLA's face, so we know what KILLA looks like without the helmet on. But we don't know what this guy looks like without the helmet on. Maybe they're twin brothers. That'd be horrifying. Was there a video explaining his name references a tank? No. What do you mean by KILLA on factory? Go ahead and say that to yourself. Zarko, if you need to say it out loud, go ahead and do that. And that's what I mean. It's good. KILLA is on factory. What do you think? Yeah, KILLA's on factory, dude. So if you go on factory, some people are saying there's a chance. Some people are saying that they can't find him, but KILLA has been seen on factory. Tagila. Oh, I got you. Tagila. Gotcha. Okay, I'll say that from now on. Do you think they were using KILLA to test Tagila's pathfinding on factory in the general public? Maybe, Spleef. Maybe. I feel like that would probably be... They wouldn't need to necessarily test the pathfinding. I think what they're doing is they're just finding an interesting way to get people to play factory right now, and seeing as the factory expansion is coming next patch. I think that's what's going on. I don't think at this point in the development, if they're ready to launch that patch, I don't think they're going to have any significant problems with the pathing or whatever with Tagila, with Cavaldo, whatever you want to call him, with the new scab boss for factory. But what I think might be interesting is specifically how he goes about fucking with us and how he goes about killing all of us with that sledgehammer. Because if you go back and you look at the tease, the tease had that guy just laying on the floor, which I'll pull up right now because we haven't had a Good Morning Tarkov since we had that tease. So just give me a second. So that guy was already on the floor. Of course, the guy's going to be able to run at you and do melee to you, do melee damage to you. But what is it going to do to you? Is it going to knock you down? Is it going to knock you out? Is it like we don't actually know. So we'll head over to actually, you know what? This is going to be the same Twitter, so we can go over here. You know what? We'll get to that. We'll go down the line here. We'll get to that. Let's head over here. In case any of you guys haven't seen it. That's our boy. We got our boy here. We got something going on here. I don't know. This is very dangerous waters here for Battle Slate Games. Also, a lot of people started giving me shit saying, like, that's not an M4, it's a Saiga. You can see the muzzle brake, it's not an M4. Okay, obviously this is a Saiga, guys. Obviously with the drum mag, and yes, it has that brake on it. But, guys, do you want to explain to me how they got the QE grip or whatever the fuck handguard on a Saiga? Because you can't put that on a Saiga. So unless they changed the handguards that you could put on a Saiga, that was still not a Saiga. Also, the grip, also the magazine was different. I understand it could have been at one of the 10-round mags still. That handguard is still different. It's still a different handguard. So, yes, the Saiga is one of... Excuse me. And in the same video, I explained how the Saiga is one of the guns that he can spawn with. I just think he can spawn with the mutant as well. So, we'll see. Or at least in that little tease that we're about to watch here in a second. I think he had a mutant. That's just me. Alright, so let me get that tease up here. Also, what does this translate to in Russian? Has anyone seen anyone translate that? Is that obey? Did he put obey? Because that'd be kind of like a play on words kind of obey kind of a thing. Because it looks like the artwork for obey, and he's got a giant fucking sledgehammer. He's about it says kill. Oh damn, dude. Oh, maybe that's why everyone thinks they're related. Killa and kill. Maybe we'll see. That'll definitely add to it. That adds to it for a bit. All right, let's head back over here. Let me get that teaser up here. All right, there's a lot that adds to that. Boop, boop, boop. Come over here. Okay. In case you guys have not seen this. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. All right. Boop. And also, in this case, let's take the chat off if I can. Here, I cannot from here because I don't have to do the transition again, so fuck it. We'll just leave it. In case you guys haven't seen this. So, obviously, that's our boy Kavalda, or sorry, Tagila. That's Tagila right there, and it's also a wide shot of the factory expansion. If you guys weren't here the other day when we went through all of that was correct whenever we went through and we did the little mock map of what the factory expansion is going to look like. At least for this room, it was correct. We haven't seen what that new underground area is. And that new area we're about to see Tagila, it's over here. It's the first story of the 3-story area. Also, this is the showers. These are the showers for the two-story locker room kind of area. So we're going. There's going to be a hole in the floor. I'm assuming we're going to be able to go through those doors as well, but we'll see. And there he is. So right there, and I'll turn this down here so we don't have to keep hearing it constantly. So right there, that's a live person. But what? So I get the dramatic effect. If I were them, I could see why they would want to just like pause the world or maybe pause Kavalda or that's gonna take me a minute to Tagila, and just have someone else or maybe have someone walk in there with God mode on and then they go prone and then they debug him off of God mode and then Tagila will hit him and that'll kill him. Like, you see what I mean? You guys know what I'm talking about? For purposes of a tease. But like, what if that wasn't the case and what if he was actually like knocked out there? Like, what if Tagila got up on him and knocked him out there and that's like the pass out state or something, but he's holding a hatchet or a knife or something in his hand and they purposely made it super fucking blurry. So if I pause it, guys, it's not gonna get better. In fact, it might even get worse. So it's better to play. It looks like there's a hatchet. So that guy's alive. He's just prone right there for some other reason. He just really wants to get hit in the back of the head by a sledgehammer, or with a sledgehammer from Tagila there. So, yeah. I'm not sure what's going on with that. We're going to have to wait and see. It could have been for dramatic effect with the tease. It could be like that's something. What if he actually knocks you out? What if that's one of the surprises? What if they add the unconscious state? Because there are unconscious states coming if you guys haven't heard. So I do not know. I do not know. Because they haven't said anything. So we can just... that's another thing, too, is just, like, I'm not going to blindly just, like, speculate on stuff and be as confident as I am in the past unless I have the proper information. We have no information on that whatsoever because they haven't told us. So I can speculate on it. I just need to make sure that I'm telling you guys, like, there's no solid information after that. It could be, it could not be. Like, we don't know. All right, we'll head over here. Put the music back on. And boop. I wanted to see if this one works too. This isn't the Good Morning Tarkov one. This is just the Tarkov one. All right, it does work. Cool, cool, cool. Although I should probably move that face over onto the pylon there. So not mean, guys, not mean. You know what I mean? Oh, I got this chat needs to catch up. Holy shit. Wipe is next week. Absolutely not. Nope, 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 nope. Wait, hold up. What? Wait, what? Unless they just said it. Wait, what's going on? My update containing several minor technical fixes. The game will not be stopped. Guys, this is not it. This might be the pre-wipe event. This might be the pre-wipe event. Downloading the update via the launcher guide. All right, guys, this is... All right, listen. All right, listen up. All right. I'm real confident that this is the pre-wipe event. I'm just going to say it. I'm real confident that this is the pre-wipe event. So today at 16:30 MSK. I'm real confident that this is the pre-wipe event. Major patches, significant patches require... actually, no, I can't say that. I was about to say something really stupid. It's not necessarily true with some of the things. Given the timing, I'll say this. Given the timing of this patch and what's been going on and what's about to happen, because that is timing. Yes, that's how timing works. That's the explanation of timing. I think this is pre-wipe. I think this is pre-wipe. That's going to be... Wait, 9:30. That's in 7 minutes, guys. That's in 7 minutes. All right, fuck it. We're going to go play this, guys. We're going to go play this. All right, Good Morning Tarkov is going to turn into some gameplay. I hope my OBS can handle that. I don't know what quality the stream is on. What's the max quality that you guys can see right now? What's the max quality? Is it 1080? Is it 2K? What is it? Explain. Someone tell me. Give me a heads up. I think it should be 1080. All right, listen, guys. It doesn't mean wipe is now. It does not. It definitely does not mean that wipe is now. 1080. All right, we're gonna have to do a 1080. We're gonna have to do a 1080. Jesus Christ! Thanks for the help. A lot of people are. It's a lot of people are helping out with that. All right, listen. So, I don't know what's going on here with. I don't know what's going on here with Pep. But this dude's fucking hilarious. Let's head back over here, and we go over to boop boop boop. Yeah, guys. I'm real fornicating confident that this is at least a pre-wipe event. I'm real fornicating confident. Or, we log on and all of our shit's gone. If they really drop a wipe on us and this is what they say, I'm gonna really I'm not gonna be mad. Somebody will be mad. Somebody will be very mad, but I'm not gonna be. I'll be happy, but it's just like, holy shit, guys. Like, come on. Like, really? We're that scared? Or that, like, come on, not scared, but it's just like, come, give us a little bit, at least tell us, give us a couple hours, you know? Give us a little bit of time. That should be in 5 minutes here, guys. All right, I'm also going to change up the title. I'm going to change up the title because that, it deserves it on that one. That definitely deserves it. We have a developing situation, ladies and gentlemen. That is absolutely a developing situation. What's going on? Pesley might be fucking with us. Pesley might be fucking with us. Guys, so I had so many people. He is such a troll lord, dude. I had so many people DM me about, like, did you see Pesley say Thursday? You know how many people have DM'd me over the last 2 months whenever Pesley says Thursday? Do you know how many people? Because I don't. I just usually delete them. I don't usually respond to them because there's too many people. It's way too many people. It's like, Pesley just said Thursday. Pesley just said... All right. I don't want to explain the Thursday meme again, guys, by the way. But it's just that these things happen on Thursdays. They like to do things on Thursdays. Today is Thursday. Today is a day that things are happening. So it's only going to get worse next time. So get ready for that. Because people keep asking all random questions and they just want to know everything all the time. And they want to know dates when we don't know dates. Pestily, Landmark, Clean, Deadly... some of the OG guys like Ghost, they might get inside information. I don't. I do not get any inside information. Even people on ETS don't get inside information. There's only a few people that would know when stuff is going on, and they sure as shit aren't going to tell you guys, unless BSG has already told you. So that's why the Thursday thing gets people sometimes. Not most of the time, actually. Why does this always happen during the Good Morning Tarkov stream? I don't know. What exactly are you talking about? Launcher just had an update. Did it already have an update? All right, guys, we're going to go swap over to here. Go over. Boop. So, Good Morning Tarkov is going to turn into a gameplay Tarkov. A Good Morning show. Or a gameplay show. We are indeed going to be turning into a gameplay show if that is the case. It is indeed updating. It is indeed updating. All right, boys, let's see what happens here. Boys and girls, I got used to that. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, here we go. There is indeed an update. My launcher is updating right now to 12.8.3. Or maybe that's what it was before, actually. Let's see. And unless the launcher has a different version than the normal game. Excuse me, Battlestate, that is not my wrong password. What are you doing? Yep, there you go. Check for updates. So the launcher updated. Says 12.10 on the launcher. If anyone is anticipating me to come back with no stash or whatever, then I highly doubt that's going to be the case. I think what's going to happen is I think there might be a few more scab bosses around some places, or there might be a few extra raiders around some places, and everything's going to be really cheap. I think that's what's going to happen. We'll see. I think that's what we're about to see. I'm loading into the game, by the way, guys. Yeah, guys, this is not... It's... Well, we have to be careful here, Ducky. We have to be careful here, because we don't know what they're going to fucking do these days. Yeah, it's 12.10. It's not a wipe, guys. It's not the wipe. Or the patch. We can't even be calling it a wipe, because it's not confirmed for a wipe. We have to keep calling it a patch, but I just think it's going to be a wipe. So we have to see what happens there. I'm thinking this is probably some kind of event thing. Okay, also, duh, Nolan, duh. All right, listen. I'm an idiot. I got to remember how these things work. So, what they just did is they implemented the framework for a pre-wipe event into the game. So this is how this always happens. So at any moment, the game's live right now. The game is live right now. We got our traders. Oh, also, by the way, guys. Yes, I am level 40. I'm just level 40. I'm not like level 70. If you guys want gameplay, you go somewhere else. But I'll let you guys know right that in case these are all my stats. Do whatever you wish with it. Because I know some people are gonna be reading that he's not level 70. Why are you a Tarkov guy and you're not level 70? What are you doing? Because this is when I kind of stop having fun. This is kind of when I stop having fun. I just kind of play whatever guns. Also, if you guys are the kind of people that re at that, this is my favorite gun in the game right now. This right here. Oh, you're not going to be able to do anything with that? I killed 7 PMCs with this on Interchange yesterday with a couple of my buddies. I killed 7 PMCs with this yesterday on Interchange. So, that's perfectly fine for me. I really like it. Here's a couple of their guns from the guys that I killed. I don't know why. I guess this is like I guess that's the meta stock or whatever. I don't know. But there's a couple of the guns from the guys that I killed. And there's a couple of their armors down there. The other ones. But yeah, anyway. So if we go over to the traders, everything looks to still be expensive. And we got an hour and a half until the next reset. So that might be something there. Yeah, everything looks to still be the same. So it might happen on reset. It might happen on reset. So what I'll do here is I'll turn the music down over here. We'll turn this music down. And we'll turn this back on. So yeah, nothing going on here, guys. What if they did? So they're gonna move Killa's hideout to Factory 2, is that what you're saying? People are saying that what if they change them permanently? So we're gonna go back to Good Morning Tarkov, guys. I'll keep this in the background and I'll keep refreshing to see if the traders change or anything like that. And I'll keep an eye on Twitter to see if anyone says anything, but I don't think whatever they are going to do has happened yet. I don't think it's happened yet. I do think that whatever they just updated, whatever they just put in the game is I do think that is the pre-wipe event, whatever it might be, but I don't think it's happening yet. So we'll keep that up there. Okay. Restart game update. Listen, man, I know, Ducky, I know. I just did it. I just did the update. I just did it. KILLA is already on Factory. Yep, I know. That's why that's all right, maybe I'll take it. I know what, never mind. I'll leave it alone for now. KILLA is already on Factory. Yes. Wait, KILLA stuff's going to be like cheap maybe. And for like the next 6 hours until the next patch, which is probably going to be a wipe, so restart the guys. I already updated though. Everyone's telling me to restart the game, so I'll restart. I just had an update too. I'm not a goober. You're a goober. So you call me a goober. You're a towel. I'm not a towel. You're a towel. All right, I'll update it, guys. Let's see what happens here. No, you're a towel. God damn it. Hold on. Oh, it didn't. All right, I am an update. I mean, I am a goober. I am a goober. It did update. Why would it update the launcher and then just... I guess maybe I had different... I don't fucking know what just happened there. All right, it did update. Let's go. Let's see what's going on here. I am a goober. Thank you for the people that yelled at me. We got another tweet here. Several minor technical fixes. Yeah, so this is definitely the pre-wipe event. This is, yes, minor technical fixes. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Yes, I am a goober. I got a saying from my girlfriend who loves Tarkov. This is for the scav karma. Scavs are friends, not food. Oh, yes. I like that. Scavs are friends, not food. It's probably... Okay, listen, guys. We need to keep our expectations in check. Let's see what happens. This totally might not... This could totally just be a pre-wipe event. Could totally be a pre-wipe event. Everything is still the same price. Everything is still the same price. Everything is still the same price. Alright, so once I see something that would tell me that there is something going on, unless did they just lower the amount of time it'll take for the stream? No. for the traders to reset? No. So we still have an hour and a half until the reset, but they could do it before reset, so we don't know what's going on with that. I'm thinking pretty soon here we'll see something pop up. I need to make sure that I can see the chats. I'm gonna pop out the chat and put you up here. New pin to chat. Okay, thanks YouTube. Please show me the chat. Do they actually always only wipe on Thursday? No, they actually, the last few have been a Thursday, so that might be a thing, but they're changing up a lot of what they're doing, at least recently. It's Nolan, not Noah, but thanks, Ducky, for trying. Your background on stream is dope as fuck. Yeah, you should do exclamation point art. If you guys want to see who made my background, you should do exclamation point art and go check out my buddy Dana because he is a fucking wizard. He's a professional environment artist. He's worked on a lot of really badass games, and you should go check him out. And he's got some cool stuff coming up soon, which I forget if he told me to talk about or not. I don't think he told me to talk about it yet or not. You can go check out his Twitter. Dana, if you're in chat, you can tweet me or Dana DM me on Discord. I think you said not to talk about those games. Pretty sure you told me not to. I'm sitting here. I'm looking through everything that I have. I don't think there is anything out of place. I don't think there's anything new here, guys. I'm looking through. I think what's going to happen is in a little while here, what's going to happen is the pre-wipe event will just kind of like show up. I think that's probably what's going to happen. If I had to guess. Oh, guys. Okay. Since this might be your pre-wipe event, make sure you have at least a few million in your stash if you want to take part in the pre-wipe event, because not only will everything be super cheap, but it'll sell for super cheap. So if you do not have a few million ready to go, you're not going to be able to make any money. Even if you sold your entire stash, you're not going to be able to get much money. Labs is not... Okay, hold up. I don't have a Labs keycard on me. No, I don't. It's not free, guys. I just did it. Look. It's not. Whoever was saying that... What are you talking... Labs is not... What are you... Should I restart? I think they're just fucking with me. So, they're not necessarily fully fucking with me because... Unless they saw it from someone else. They're not necessarily fully fucking with me because that was an idea. Like, that was an idea for the pre-up event is free labs and then, like, raiders everywhere and all that shit. It's not that cringe, guys. It could be... I think what they meant to do is say... I think what they meant to say was check labs. That's probably what they meant to say. And, because that could be one of the things that happens. It definitely could be one of the things that happens. Because Nikita seemed to be on board with the free labs weekend, which would be like a separate event thing. I can't confirm everything is the same so far. Yep, I'm sitting here too, man. I'm not seeing much. So yeah, it's been a minute since we've talked, guys. If you guys are just joining us, KILLA is on Factory. KILLA is on Factory. Is this a special event? Is something going on? Probably. But is it the pre-wipe event? I doubt it. I doubt that just KILLA being on Factory would be the pre-wipe event. I highly doubt it. Because it's not really that spectacular. There's usually raiders everywhere. Everything is super cheap. It makes everyone be able to go crazy on the game and all that stuff. I don't think just moving one scav boss, even though it is KILLA, to a location where there is going to be a future scav boss is significant for enough for a pre-up event. However, what I do think is that that update that they just pushed, methinks that is what it needs. I think that holds the code in order to turn it into whatever pre-up event that we are going to be getting. I think what's going to happen with that is I don't know. Wait, hold on. What? I think I just saw the traders skip a bunch of time. Maybe I'm just an idiot. I might just be an idiot because it seems to be on point. They're definitely not the same time. Now we'll leave that alone. I think I'm just an idiot. So what I think is going to happen in the next, I don't know. We don't actually know. We don't actually know how long it's going to be. They probably have a number in mind in terms of how many clients they want updated. If I were them, I would see how many active clients did we have for the last, I don't know, week, and then take the average and then take, I don't know, take a quarter or take a half of that number, and then once that number has the update installed, start the pre-wipe event, something like that. That's probably what I would have done if I was in their shoes, because you want to see how many active people do they have that are just happen to be checking the game, because they're not going to tell us when the pre-wipe event is going to happen. They want it to be a surprise, but they also don't want like as few as people as possible. They want like a solid number of people to be able to actually be surprised, because once the a-holes out there like me know that something's going on, I'm going to go over to the Twitter machine, and I'm going to go over to YouTube and tell everyone that something's going on. So they probably want as many people as possible to be able to actually get the surprise, which is also why I'm sitting here in game. So Alex, an event is happening. It's not the event. It's not the event, because I don't think it's enough. I don't think that's enough to be a pre-wipe event. I don't think it's enough. But we'll see. Check map screen. Do you want to be more specific? Because I don't see anything here. Reserve, factory labs, customs. Yep, Cody, I know. Or Corey, I know. Raiders on factory now. All right, let's go. Let's go into factory here. You know what? No, I want more people to tell me. Is there someone else that's watching another stream before I go in? Because there's been some people trolling. Everything is still the same price. Restart the client. Still need a... Okay, people... I'm going to restart again. I'll restart again. Fuck it. All right, I'll restart again. What you guys don't see, because you're looking at this beautiful background, which you can go check out the guy who made it if you do !art, is I have the game on in the background here. I'm just not having it be up at the front because it's just me sitting in a menu most of the time. But I'm going to relog and see what happens. No Raiders, that's what I thought. Offline, I don't think is going to do much. Offline, I don't think it's going to do much. Raid time was lowered. I'm loading the factory right now. My game just updated. I'll let you know. Okay, yeah. I'll take that. I thought that was going somewhere different. I thought that was going to show us your camera and your game. No. You're looking at the background. Also, I don't do a cam. KILLA clap, my friends. Yes, KILLA. Yes, guys. KILLA is on factory. KILLA is on factory. KILLA is on factory. KILLA is on factory. KILLA and the factory location are together. That is a thing. I don't think it's a pre-wipe event, though. I think it's just a special thing. Now, the update that they did before, the KILLA being on factory was a thing before that most recent update. The KILLA being on factory, so I can say this again, just for everyone asking, everyone wanting to ask, and everyone wanting to know and all that shit. KILLA was on factory before that update that they just did with the launcher and shit. So I think what's going to happen is, I think whatever they did with the update is, one, they were probably adding servers, because once the pre-op event happens, the servers are going to fucking blow up. Two, obviously it has whatever integrated information they need or code that they need to actually start the pre-op event itself. I think that's what happened with that. Everything is still the same price. ETS is back. They said ETS wasn't going to be back for another 2 weeks. And I can't check that because I'm not on ETS. And if I was on ETS, I couldn't tell you guys. So sorry. Guys, KILLA's on streets now. What? Oh, good catch. The key card thing. Still need a key card. Still need a key card for labs. I don't know what you guys are talking about. If you guys are on ETS, that's a little weird. I don't know. I don't want to get in trouble, so don't worry about it. There's some things that I can do to be able to figure out whether you guys are kidding or not, but I think you're kidding, so we'll leave that alone. If you are, have fun with whatever you're doing. Dylan, thanks for the 5 Canadian. Bruh, indeed. Bruh.
Microwave.
Bruh. USEC microwave. Thanks for the 5 spot. Appreciate you, dude. Jesus is on the toast. ETS is the early test server, guys. Early test server. It's you have to apply to be in it, and you have to have a certain amount of time in game, and you have to have a certain amount of reports made and stuff like that. Because the ETS, because what's funny about this whole thing is that we are all here to do this. Since I'm on the front page here, this is what we are here to do. This is a beta version of Escape from Tarkov. We are here to test the quality of the final product. This is what we're here to do. But guess what? Like 99% of the people that play this game on the actual full version don't do. Report anything or actually contribute to the testing of the quality of the final product. So they had to go and do something for that. They went and did the early test server so that literally the only people on there, if you are playing, you are there to test it. And they actually do give them early privileges and stuff like that. Like they get to see stuff early and they get to test new things out. So, and actually get proper feedback from it and stuff like that. So that's what the early test server is, ETS. What have I missed? Depends on when you joined, for Gorm or I've Gorm or whatever. KILLA is on Factory, so if you guys load up Factory right now, there's a very good chance that you are going to see KILLA in there. What you're not going to see, though, most likely, is a bunch of raiders.
Hey Nolan, I'd like to hear your thoughts on this. With the removal of the no-fly zone in Tarkov, do you think we'll be seeing airborne extractions? Helicopters, Fulton system, etc.?
Fulton system, I don't actually know what that is. Helicopters, I do think we'll see a helicopter extraction. However, what's going to happen with that helicopter? How much gas does it have? Are you going to need to bring fuel to that helicopter? Now that I say that, I think they said something about that, unless that was like a guess or something like that. I think I remember hearing something about that. But anyway, I could see where you would need to bring fuel to the helicopter, and it can only bring you so far, because if you have plenty of fuel in the helicopter, why wouldn't you just leave Escape from Tarkov? Why wouldn't you just do that? Why wouldn't you just say, fuck that place, I'm never going back? Like, why would that be a thing? At least we know that there's one part of that that's definitely true, which is there is no more fly zone. There is no more no fly zone, because we're going to be getting airdrops. For those that don't know, we are going to be getting airdrops. That's going to be a thing. It's not going to be like a thing that you do in the main menu. It's not like what people normally think of airdrops these days with the microtransactions and shit. No, it's in-game airdrops, like in Rust or like on fuck, who else does it? Player Unknown Battlegrounds. Does anyone still play PUBG? Anyone still play that? Stuff like that. It's gonna be like that. Except not so much like Player Unknown, because you're not gonna know when it unless you see the plane drop it, you're not gonna know where it is. So yeah. What's the update? We don't know yet. KILLA has been found on Factory, but KILLA was on Factory before that update. So I think what we're doing right now is I think we're waiting for the pre-wipe event. I think they put the pre-wipe event in there on us. Does Dying Light do that? I haven't played Dying Light, so Dying Light's just one of those games that I wish I could play. Also, let me get your name here, bud. Ethan's the Gamer. Thank you very much for the 10 spot. Appreciate it. Hopefully I answered your question. Let me know if you have a side question or whatever, because that's $10. Thank you very much. Imagine PUBG airdrops. You either call one is on the ground when you start, and one comes in at random, I believe, right? So there's static ones that are going to be there no matter what. And then there's going to be ones that are static, like they have previously landed, but they're random. So basically picture, hopefully everyone here has been on reserve. Basically picture those crates that you find around on reserve, like the technical, the medical, the food ones. Picture those as an airdrop. They just basically those crates, but they have a parachute on them. Now picture that none of them are there next raid. That's like kind of the thing. They can be there sometimes, and sometimes they're not. And then there's going to be like the actual ones where you hear the plane coming or a helicopter or whatever, because those MI6s are fucking huge. The one that is on reserve, you know, you can walk the crazy one, the crazy big one that takes up like that giant area between the barracks buildings. If I had to guess, maybe that's doing the dropping. Although we have seen a picture of Now that I'm loaded into the game, I can't do this correctly, though, guys. I can't. Maybe I could tab out. Let's see if that fucks my game up too significantly. We have seen stuff like this. If I come over here, boop, boop, boop. If you guys haven't seen this, then this is going to blow your mind, actually, a little bit. Just hold on one sec. Come over here. Boop, 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 boop. Boom, over here. And then we do that. And we do... Where'd the other one go? Where is it? Did I remove it? Where'd it go? Alright, I don't know where that picture went. Alright, I'll put this...
Microwave.
Oh. I wanted this scab bosses going to other maps w/wo their bodyguards and potentially fighting that map's boss or just roaming around murking things.
I don't know yet. Jamal, thank you very much for the 5. I wanted this. Scab boss going to other maps with or without their bodyguards and potentially fighting that map's boss or just roaming around murking things. That's one of the plans for Streets, which I was going to talk about in a separate video. Give me 1 second with that, Jamal. Give me 1 second. Let's put this up. All right, so there's our early artwork for that. And then we come over here. There's another one that I wanted to show, but I can't find it. All right, there is a, you can, I can't find it myself now. I don't know what the fuck I did with it. It should have been all in the same folder. I think I accidentally deleted it for some reason. There is another picture like this somewhere that shows the bottom of a plane. And I'm pretty sure the geometry that you see in the picture shows that that bottom of the plane opens up. And I don't mean like landing gear open up. I mean like the whole bottom of the plane, like it's like a bomber or something, opens up. And if it was like a, airdrop, for those kinds of things, they would just drop it out the back of the plane. But this plane doesn't, like the plane that they're showing in this picture that I'm trying to look for or trying to find. It doesn't have like a loading. It doesn't have like that ramp in the back. It's like a B-52. It looks like it's not a B-52, but you know how like a B-52 is a giant ass plane, and it has like the bomb bay at the bottom of it, but it doesn't have a ramp in the back. It's like that kind of setup. It's not like a it's not like a C-130 or anything like that. Where the fuck is that picture? Guys, you're gonna have to trust me. I don't know where the fuck this picture went, but it's out there somewhere. I honestly, God, I do not know what happened to that fucking picture. It's out there somewhere. But it's from a while back from one of the Streets, not the Streets teams, one of the Nikki leaks. I do not know what happened to that picture, but it's basically the bottom of a plane, and what it's showing you like the geometry and stuff like that for how the plane is being built. And it's clear that there's something going on with the bottom of the plane to the point where it's probably the plane that's going to drop off airdrops. It's going to do something. It's either going to bomb us or it's going to drop off airdrops. It'll do one of those things. I just don't know which. All right, I can't find the picture. I don't know what happened to it. So just put that in your head. Picture that. All right, now let's go back to Jamal. Jamal.
Like microwave.
Do you think we will ever see the ability to call in artillery or motor strikes with a hideout upgrade or another method? Also, love your vids.
Appreciate it, Jeff. Appreciate you. Thanks for the 5 spot. That's going to be an interesting thing. Let me get to Jamal first, though, Jeff. Let me get to Jamal over here. So, Jamal says, I wanted this scab boss going to other maps with or without their bodyguards and potentially fighting the maps bosses or just roaming around murking things. That's the thing. So, Nikita talked about that with, I think, Pestily, or maybe he talked about it with the interview. A few days ago, Nikita did... Actually, they just tweeted. Hold up. What's this? Install client update. Okay, it's the same one. Twitter, why are you telling me that that's a new tweet? That's not a new tweet. Anyway, so he did this a couple days ago where he did the interview with... He did the interview with Bruce Green on the Twitch thing, and then like an hour later, he did an interview with Pestley. So one of those times, he said that bosses are going to be roaming around from map to map. Now, guys, this is the kind of thing that I really, really, really wish that I could interview Nikita, because I know the things that he's like tripped over in the past pretty significantly, actually. I don't know if this is like a lost in translation thing. It could just be a common mistake thing, but he has called just NPCs bosses before in the past. He's called raiders bosses before in the past. So I think what he could be referring to, and this could totally be bosses. Bosses themselves, like Rashala could totally move from customs to interchange or whatever. That could totally be it. I'm sure that that's a possibility as well. But what he could also mean is something that we knew was going to happen, which is the GRU. The Russian GRU, the Russian Special Forces that are supposed to be hunting. Well, remember all this, guys. Remember, subject to change, so this might change as well. Things can definitely change from here, but the last that we heard about them, the Russian Special Forces are going to hunt people. So if it's open world and it's going from, if you're going to be going from customs to streets or whatever, unless streets becomes its own location, let's say you move from woods to interchange. If you start on woods, then that Russian GRU, however they end up working, and if you are in the position to be hunted by GRU because of bad karma or because you have a bad reputation with the Russian military or whatever might end up happening in order for the Russian GRU to want to hunt you, if you start on woods, then they might pop up on woods and they will chase you, or they will try to find you as you go from map to map, and they will try to hunt you down. That could be what he's talking about in terms of bosses going from map to map, that kind of a thing, because that is something that he has kind of like messed up in the future. That's something that it's like either a lost in translation thing, or when I talk about being salty that we don't get an official podcast from BSG, that's the exact kind of thing that I'm talking about, because there isn't someone there to check Nikita. There isn't someone there or he doesn't have like official notes. So when he was talking to Bruce Green, or when he was talking to Bruce Green actually sets these up a bit better. So I think what might have happened with there is he looked a little bit more calm, and he also was looking at his monitor a lot when he was talking to Bruce. So Bruce might have sent him, or someone from Twitch, whatever that interview was, might have sent him some questions ahead of time so that Nikita could have prepared properly for it. But I think the one he did with Pestley was supposed to be nonchalant, and he absolutely wasn't looking at his monitor for any of that stuff. So that was just all off the top of his head. So on top of him being human and making mistakes from time to time because he just straight up forgets something or he misremembers something, there's also the translation errors. There's also that problem because English isn't his first language. So that is why I always, not like always, but that's why I really want the official podcasts from the BSG offices, because those guys know, they're prepared. They know what they're going to talk about. And there's also like 4 or 5 guys I don't know how many times Demerka's actually cut him off or whatever, or Demerka, but I know Demerka has said a couple times, has like kind of hit him on the shoulder and be like, hey, no, that's not how it works or whatever. And then there's also a community team, I'm sure, in the next room or whatever, that could like open the door and be like, hey, don't talk about that, or hey, no, that's not how that's gonna work, or that's that, you know what I mean? On top of having like notes on the monitor, and they're actually prepared and they have like something ready and they know what they're gonna talk about and stuff like that, instead of just being off the top of his head, and he can make the translation errors. So that's where I was going on with that. So we'll see what happens with that. We'll see if he actually meant bosses or if he meant the GRU. Like maybe he thinks the UN and raiders and the Russian GRU, maybe he considers them as like bosses when they're like groups of people. Do you think we will ever see the ability to call in artillery or mortar strikes with a hideout upgrade or another method? Also love your vids. I don't think with a hideout upgrade. Maybe you can find something that you can radio in on or something on the map itself. Also, I don't know about artillery, but mortars were usable in a test environment at one point. The mortars and the SPGs were usable on reserve at one point, not to the public, but they were testing them. They just couldn't figure out how they wanted to reload those. They couldn't figure out how they wanted to be able to let you reload the mortar or reload the SPG. Because the thing with the AGS, with the automatic grenade launcher, and the thing with the heavy machine gun is that they have a box connected to them, and you don't need to do anything. You just need to go up, and then you need to rack it with the heavy machine gun, and then you need to, like, I don't know, wind it or whatever the fuck you got to do with the AGS, but that thing where you got to do the thing with the AGS with the automatic grenade launcher there, and then you get 1 box of ammo, and then you're done. Instead of having 1 round with the mortar or 1 round with the SPG, they decided to just scrap that. So we'll see what they end up doing with that. They were talking about maybe you would need to be able to find a box of ammo, or with the mortar, you would have to find a mortar round. You have more mortar rounds on you, and then that allows you to reload it as if it was a normal weapon for you. Same thing with the SPG. But then they also realized that those things are heavy as fuck, and everyone usually carries them around with big boxes, and it doesn't really make sense for people to be carrying those around with them, especially if they're going to be thinking that they're going to get shot at. So it was a little bit confusing. They didn't really know exactly how they wanted to go at that, so we'll see. I think they're going to have their place in the future. We'll see what happens. Now, when it comes to the mortar and the SPG, that's what I think. I think they are going to make a comeback at some point. Heavy artillery and stuff like that, I have no idea, because the whole point is that you're alone. They abandoned you. Why would they just leave us here like that? Why would they abandon us, like stuff like that? So I don't think you have any kind of outside support whatsoever, and also I don't think anyone would trust you to be able to just like call someone up and be like, yes, yes, this is I don't know, is this artillery for you? Artillery delivery? I don't know, Russian delivery service for artillery. No one's gonna fucking trust you if you just call them up on the radio. So I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. We will see what happens. Yes, I would like artillery strike. Who is this? Is nice guy? Okay, what's your rank? What's your looking at? It's not. I give you ruble. That's not how this works, bud. That's not how. It's, yeah, I don't know how that's gonna happen. And there goes my coffee. Something tells me I'm gonna need more coffee for today. All right, guys. I still have the game open. I am going to check real quick. Just updated the launcher, and now I can't open it. Interesting. Probably because there's so many people trying to do it. Probably. All right. The prices are all still the same. If I go to Labs still wants a key card. I think the only thing that's happening right now, guys, I think it's just KILLA on factory. I think that's the only thing. I bet airdrops would be really good quest rewards. Could be, yeah. And on top of just some really good items. What is the USEC microwave sound clip from? I have no idea. I forget, to be honest with you. I forget. I think it was... which one was it? I think it was from the podcast. I know it was a Tarkov TV because I clipped it from their live stream from Twitch. I think it was the Tarkov TV that they did after they added the grenade launcher. Either that or it was the patch that they did the first iteration of the new weight system, because I think it's the same stream where I got the him doing the dance or whatever for the weight system. It's like the weight system, the weight system, or whatever he was doing. I think that's the same stream. So whatever the Tarkov TV was right after or with the new weight system thing. The launcher is a little different as usual. Yeah. I'm not seeing too much. I know that KILLA is on factory, guys. KILLA is on factory, and KILLA was on factory before this launcher update thing. He was on factory before this launcher update thing. Also, if you guys are wondering, I do have the game on in the background, so this is what I'm just sitting here. I'm just going between. I'm trying to see. Nope, everything is still the same cost. I know that he's about to reset, but I don't think that matters too much. I don't think that matters too much. We got a minute. We got quite a bit of time before they all reset. If they were to do the pre-up event though, I think they would hit them all. I think they would hit them all at the same time though. So I don't think there's gonna be much going on with that. So that's what I'm doing in the background. I have the game open. I'm checking all the traders and stuff. Isn't it possible that the UN delivers the drops? Do we know for sure that the RU is doing it? No, we don't. Someone is doing it. We don't know who. It would make sense if it was the UN. For sure, it would make sense. But the Russia, the GRU, the Russian Special Forces, I don't think they would be helping too much people. And in fact, I think they're there just to hunt people. How about the event is tomorrow because it is weekend? That's not necessarily how they roll. That's not necessarily how they do too much. That's not necessarily how they do too many things. If there was going to be a pre-rep event, I think it would pop up in the next few hours. And then maybe we get something tomorrow. Sure. But it's not just because it's the weekend tomorrow. It's still very likely that we get something today as well. We'll see. Because of the UN, it's possible that they're doing it via AC-130. Yep. But Russia has cargo planes too. Russia could be doing it. I Maybe Tagilla and Rakilla are twins born on the same day. So Spleef, you guys were saying that. A lot of people were saying, like, yes, I know it says happy birthday on there, guys. But at the same time, just look at how he's postured. Look at this dude. Look at this man's and tell me this is like his buddy. How is this? Look at him. He looks like he's about to smack the shit out of KILLA with that hammer. You guys can see that, right? Do I need to like brighten it or something? How do I do that with this one? Can I do that with this one? Straightening. Filter. Maybe we do this. Filter intensity, enhance. Oh, there we go. Enhance. Enhance. See, like that? Why is he in the shadow? If this is like a picture too, why is he in the shadow like that? Why is he doing that? This looks like he's about to smack the shit out of KILLA with that hammer. It doesn't look like, hey, yes, we were on vacation in this fucking factory building, whatever the fuck. Like, no, it looks like he's about to smack the shit out of KILLA. It looks like he's ambushing him. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe this postcard where it says happy birthday, kiddo, or whatever it translates to, maybe it's Cavalda, or sorry, Tagilla getting that picture and then it's sending him to one of his buddies. Is like, I'm having a great time killing scav bosses on factory. Yes, whatever. Who knows? All I know is that doesn't look like someone that's like just taking a picture. It looks like he's about to smack the shit out of KILLA with that. So wipe. No. Okay, listen, guys. There is no confirmation of anything other than something is happening. That's the only confirmation that we have. Something weird is going on because we have KILLA on factory. KILLA is on factory. That's the only. What was that? Is that a new tweet? I think EFT Beta just tweeted something and then immediately deleted it. Can I capture that? Oh, fuck, no. I didn't. I don't have it up. I have to get the fucking GeForce thing up. I think EFT Beta just tweeted something and then deleted it immediately because it popped up as a notification and then when I clicked it, it was gone. So, yeah, the only confirmation that we have right now, guys, is that something is going on. Something is going on. In terms of what, all we know right now is that KILLA is on factory, for sure. KILLA is on factory. And other than that, we have an update. We have this weird update that came after KILLA was on factory. And
what microwave?
Yo ID on a scav faction war on streets when it releases all scav bosses fighting each other on streets as some type of event. Also love the vids.
Jamal, thanks again for the 5 spot. Appreciate you. I think that's the idea. I think there's supposed to be something that comes with that. Now, however, specifically it being on streets, not necessarily. It could be lots of other places. I don't know any specific details on how that's going to work. So I can't really talk too much on it. Maybe some significant kind of scav war or something like that. We know that they want special events like that, right? We know that they want, unique things like that to happen where there's the groups of scavs fighting, or maybe they're working together or whatever might be happening with that. Specifically with the scav bosses fighting each other, maybe that is the first tease. Maybe the scav bosses will fight each other. We don't know. We haven't heard anything specifically on that. All we know is that Nikita, when talking to Pestily or with Bruce, whichever one he said this with, I think it was with Pestily, he did mention scav bosses moving from map to map. The problem with that, though, is we don't actually know if he actually means the scav bosses that we think of with, KILLA, Rashala, Glue Boy, Sturman, all of that. He could, in fact, have been talking about Raiders. He could have been talking about GRU. He could have been talking about UN. Because in that same breath, he was talking about the UN. He was talking about the GRU. Oh, Saggy, you didn't want to message with that? Saggy, add me in the chat if you meant to put a message in that. Make sure you just at me. Do at nice guy space Tarkov Staggy, and I'll get you. Jesse, what you doing, dude? How's it going, man? The picture they tweeted with both bosses has me questioning everything. Jesse, here's the thing, though. Look at it, dude. We were just talking about it. If you come over and you look at it, look at the posturing on our boy Tagilla over here. That doesn't look like a he's your buddy kind of thing. It looks like he's about to smack the shit out of KILLA. It looks like he's about to smack the shit out of KILLA with that hammer. That doesn't look like like a buddy situation. Like, that looks like he's about to kill KILLA right there. It can't do a whole lot with it. I mean, maybe if I put it in Photoshop, it'll show up a lot better. But people are saying, like, hey, this is, KILLA is his dad, or KILLA is his brother. I'm like, do you see the same fucking picture that I see, motherfucker? Like, what? Look at him. He's, like, in the shadow. It's like Batman, but with a sledgehammer and a welding mask. And for some reason, his nips are out. I don't understand it. I don't get it. They put way too much detail on the nipple. I don't get it either. Back to the normal thing. He's in the shadow. He's in the shadow. Yeah, this is not like I don't get it. I know it says happy birthday. Maybe Tagilla is like that kind of a psychopath. Like maybe he set up like a game camera that'll like take a picture with movement, and he's taking this picture and he's sending it to someone and be like, look at this, I got this motherfucker. Like maybe something like that.
I'm not a towel, you're a towel.
You're a towel. You're a towel. I'm not a towel. Anyway, so what if this was like that? Because this doesn't look like a, hey, look at us, we're having a fun time. This looks like a, no, he's about to smack the shit out of KILLA. That's just me. That's just me. Morloft, how you doing, dude? I hope Tagilla lurks in the darkness like that in Raid 2. Oh, he better. He better. For real. But yeah, that's just me. I don't think that that's a buddy situation. I think that's I think he's about to smack the shit out of KILLA with that sledgehammer. There's about to be a significant bigger dent in KILLA's helmet there. But that's just me. So again, guys, because we're going over time here, and I don't know exactly how long I want to keep this going. Something is going on. Something is going to happen today, whether it is just KILLA being on Factory, whether there is a pre-wipe event happening, we don't know. KILLA, I will tell you this, though. KILLA was on Factory before that update. KILLA was on Factory before that update. That update did not bring KILLA to Factory. So what could be happening is they're either adding more servers. Well, I think no matter what, I think they're adding more servers just in case people want to come see KILLA on Factory for whatever reason. That's a thing. Or on top of that, they could also be implementing whatever they need to implement for the pre-wipe event. Could be either, could be both. We don't know. So either way, KILLA is on Factory right now. I think something cool is going to happen. And other than that, like, I'll take a sweep through. I'll take a sweep through, see if I can find anything on here. It seems like calling him Cavalda should be fine since his name is... Yeah, you can probably call him... You can call him Cavalda. You can call him Tagilla. You can call him whatever you want. It'll probably still mean the same, right? You'll probably still get the same idea. People will know what you're talking about. As it stands right now... Wait, did he just... No, he was at 2 hours. As it stands right now... Peacekeeper has 1 hour and 52 minutes before he resets. If you guys want to take that as some kind of information, you can take that as some kind of information. I don't think it means too much because I think what's going to happen is I think if they are going to do the pre-rep event where everything's cheap and all that stuff, and also part of that too is unlocking all of the traders for everyone. Everything is going to unlock as well. At least that's what they've done in the past. If that is what's going to happen, they probably aren't going to wait for a reset to do it, especially where they all reset at different times nowadays. So I think that might pop up at any time. If they are going to do something like that, that could pop up at any moment now. But other than that, we have KILLA on Factory. That's pretty much it. Dude, 40's in here too. I don't think KILLA is the type that would allow himself to get ambushed like that, to be honest with you. I don't either, but look at that. There's a picture right there, 40. USEC 3 himself. Look at that picture though, dude. They're fighting over who gets to kill you first. Maybe. Hope 40's still in chat, so I gave him that shout out there. Yeah, dude. Maybe. I'm not actually sure. And Jesse's still here. What up, Jesse? Yeah, guys. I wanted to recap everything from this weekend, but now this kind of took my attention away because so what they've, just so you guys fully understand, they wouldn't do the update, or at least they haven't had that in the past, where you do the update like just, okay, here's the update. Like right now they said it was 9:30, I think it was either 9:30 or 9:40 a.m. Eastern US time that they put up that update, at least the launcher update. And then there wouldn't usually be, you come in and then there's the pre-wipe event. what they usually do is they put whatever they need to put into the game, and then magically, like, I don't know. Well, not magically, you know the fuck I'm talking about. So, like, hour later, 2 hours later, something like that, poof, something pops up. They've done it for pre-up events. They've done it with guns before in the past. So that could be a thing, too. That could be what pops up. I know for a fact they did it with the PPSH and they did it with the 1911 because I was live when it happened. I was just minding my own business. Oh.
Do you think it's possible to Gilla in the shadows just means he's going to be a sneaky scav boss?
100. Well, just that picture alone wouldn't actually represent that because we know he has to be if he's going to have a sledgehammer and a shotgun, right? He's going to need to be able to get close to people. Plus, the only places that we've seen him are those super close quarters things. Also, that room was very bright, so hopefully the brightness and the light level in that room was different. Oh, 40 is still here. What up, dude? So yeah, and you were talking about KILLA getting snuck up on anyway too. So if he's gonna hit you with a hammer, he's gonna have to be a sneaky motherfucker. He's gonna have to be hiding in the shadows a little bit, right? So he's gonna probably have those kind of sneakier spots, or he's just gonna be a bit tanky, and he's going to be very close quarters at the very least. So there's a lot that we can get out of that. There's a lot that we can say like what if that picture represents, like 40 going from what you just said there, what if that picture represents, no, it's not a buddy because KILLA would never get snuck up on like that. What if it's KILLA is that sneaky of a motherfucker that he could even sneak up on KILLA? Like, what if that's what that means? You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot that we can take away from that. Like, what if KILLA is just that dude? What if he is that sneaky of a motherfucker with his sledgehammer that he can sneak up on Big K himself? Like, what if that's what that means? You know what I mean? But we don't know. We'll see. We don't know. We do not know. Raleigh, don't tell me how many people are watching. I had to turn that off so I don't shit my pants. I kind of hope he just waits in a dark corner and bops you before you see him if you aren't careful. Yeah, I mean, that would be nuts. What I hope is that no matter what, he's going to have some kind of a takedown from Battlefield. Now, this is a lot to ask for, but if you get killed by him, I hope that you know that you got killed by him. Like, if he turns around and then he, like, kind of kicks you, and then, like, what if it was, like, the animation? Like, he fucking turns you, he grabs you by the shoulder, he fucking, like it's one of the takedowns like they have in Call of Duty right now, where it's, like, the crazy ones with the gun, you can flip the knife in your hand or whatever, but he, like, grabs you by the shoulder and turns you around, kicks you down, and then just BAM! Like, something like that. Probably not going to happen. You're probably just going to hear a couple footsteps behind you and then just gets, screen go black, but we'll see. Actually, I wonder if helmets are going to help with that. I wonder if helmets are going to be able to help with that because we know they help with the other melee weapons. But are they going to help with a giant-ass man swinging a fucking sledgehammer at your dome? We'll see. It's easy to sneak up on KILLA? Potentially sometimes. If he's not, if he's bugged, if he is bugged. Discord is saying there's been some issues updating the game. Some are saying the antivirus is catching the update. Yeah, it sounds like normal Escape from Tarkov stuff to me. We'll see what happens. Do you think there will be 2 bosses in Factory, or what are you saying? No, I don't think there's going to be 2 bosses in Factory unless they significantly expand it. From what I can tell, it doesn't look like it's that much bigger. I don't, and from the get-go, they've always said there's going to be minimal scav bosses. They said there will be a scav boss, but there's going to be minimal with Factory. So yeah. Oh, sorry, Morloff. What happened there? Give thumbs up to video guys. Hit the. Okay, no worries. No worries, Morloff. Thanks for the support, though. Appreciate you. I missed something in here. Oh, Jesse, yeah. That would be an amazing client-side cinematic that could play if he actually specifically if he killed you. Yes, that would. I would fucking love that. That'd be amazing. Since there's a lot of super famous people in here, I want to make sure I get them. I guess that's one way to look at it. Yep, look at it. Could be 40. Imagine that. Just imagine if that is if KILLA is just that guy that he's able to sneak up on KILLA like that. You see One Peg's vid that shows how KILLA's sledgehammer is actually a rubber mallet and his mask is literally made out of flame-resistant cardboard. So that could be. So the thing with that, I didn't see the video. I'm sure that Peg did his. I'm sure that he did his research and whatnot. I know that there's mallets like that are set up like that because it's supposed to be like there's some physics of like around that, and I've used a couple in the past where there's like sand in the sledgehammer or something like that to I don't know. There's some kind of physics involved with that. I don't really know the specific purpose for it, but I can see where he's going from that. But in terms of how it's going to be used in game, you heard how it sounded with that. You heard how it sounded with that the tease, right? That sounded like metal. So I think what they did there, at the very least, with the hammer, is they used it as an inspiration. Like they used it as like the artwork. Like they had something to go off of. It's that inspiration to make that hammer, to make that sledgehammer. However it's going to be used in game, I don't think it's going to be a rubber mallet. It sounded like metal. So I don't think it's going to be rubber. Dead blow. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Hammer time. Thank you. Which is useful because your name is Hammer Time. So it's ironic. This dude. All right, listen, guys. Hammer Time is our resident fucking hammer expert. We got to go to him. Hey, did you know you have people watching your stream right now? No, I had no idea because the chat's fucking blowing up. I'm hoping for a huge squelch on your screen immediately goes black, so no ragdoll head cam. Dude, what if the ragdoll, if he had like a kind of like a horizontal swing, what if it was like some super slow-mo, like some Rocky shit? Like if he hit you like across the face with the hammer and the ragdoll like spun you around and everything like that? Oh, it's going to be amazing. It's not planned like that. Doesn't mean that's going to happen, but what if that was like, that'd be nuts. What if you saw that happen to your buddy? What if, that's probably how all those guys died. They just saw that. They just froze up when they saw a dude with a sledgehammer just completely annihilate some dude. Because it's a welding mask. I know that it's a welding mask, guys. I get that. But I don't see why they would allow it to not have the ballistics of something more. You know what I mean? It's going to need to take some significant testing, I think. So we're going to need to probably go shoot that man in the face to see what happens with that welding mask. Because I highly doubt that, Jack, that was fine. You can leave that guy alone. Unless he did something else, you can leave that guy alone. Unless for some reason or another, it should have changed. I lost my train of thought what I just said there. I don't see why they would just give him a normal welding mask. You know what I mean? So the same way that they took the inspiration for that sledgehammer from something that was a rubber mallet or whatever, and it's probably going to be metal, I would think it's probably the same thing that they would do with the welding mask. Maybe that's a homemade mask that looks like a welding mask because he just wanted to be cocky like that. And he wanted that little screen. He just took a screen. Excuse me. Not a screen, but you guys know what I mean. The pane of glass from the welding mask, which you can see through, by the way. You shouldn't be able to see through a welding mask because that's kind of the point. It's supposed to be able to negate a lot of the effects of the super bright light when you're welding. And you can see his nose. Like, you can see through it. So I'm willing to bet there's something going on there. I'm willing to bet that that's not a regular welding mask. But that's just me. Maybe the hammer knock you unconscious. Maybe. We'll see. They're keeping some stuff. They're keeping some stuff secret. They're keeping some surprises. Yeah, his mask has armored somehow, for sure. I don't see why they would, because he's going to be a close quarters boss, guys. So there's no way that they're not going to have him have something to protect his head. That's just me. It will be interesting when the custom armor hitboxes come in, though, and we're going to be able to light up that nip there because we can see plenty of his torso. So just once the custom armor hitboxes come in, I want to see what happens once we get in there with some Magnum Buck or some shit.
How do you handle the pressure? Fucking juice time.
Kukavan, thank you very much for the support. Welcome to the member squad. Appreciate you, dude. Make sure you join the Discord too, because you get some special stuff on the Discord. Thank you very much for the support, man. Kenny had a good idea. Did Kenny decide to at me? Because it makes it very difficult for me to see it if he doesn't, because there's a lot of people talking. Hey, someone said that you had a good idea, Kenny Williamson. So at me and then ask it, say it again so I can see it. I'd rather have bosses have crazy good armor than them have like 2,000 HP personally. Yeah, the bullet sponges, like the stuff that you get from like the Division and stuff, I was never too much of a fan of. Unless you know that that's the kind of environment that you want to go into. Like I'm a big WoW fan. I tank. I have a Dark Iron Dwarf protection paladin in World of Warcraft right now that I love. So I understand that that's how those fights work, but I think having like kind of more serious armor would be better than like bullet sponges. But that's just me. They've got their reasons. I'm sure they've got some data that says that it works better that way, but who knows? We'll see. I'm on the same boat there, Jesse. Personal opinion, mask is to prevent him from being flashed by KS23. Possibly. I'm thinking probably everybody is going to need that from now on, but yeah. Can you
microwave.
But if they don't wipe, will they still have an event like that?
Absolutely. So the thing that Nikita was talking about the other day was that he thought it was an interesting idea to have like the free labs weekend, to have something going on with that. So I don't think it's out of the question that they would have something like that to, I don't know, to keep things fresh. But, you know, there's nothing fresher than a wipe. So if they end up wiping, then maybe it ends up being different. I don't know. Either way, guys, something is going on. I don't think KILLA being on Factory is the only thing that we're going to see this weekend, given the timing of all of this and the significance of like what's going on with the patches and stuff like that, and the interviews and stuff like that that he has had in the past week. So definitely keep an eye out. I'm still in the game here, so let me just make sure I'm not missing anything. Prices are still all the same, and I'll restart my game too just to check that out. So I'd stay on your toes. If they are going to do the pre-op event, then it would be something along the lines of all the traders unlocked. This is something that they have done like every single time for the past, I don't know. I think they've only done, I could be wrong, Jesse, correct me if I'm wrong, but there's only been like 3 or 4 maybe pre-op events in total. And the first couple, they made everything cheap and they added grenades, and that was a shit show because they kept crashing the servers with all the grenades that everyone was throwing. So next time, I think they learned their lesson. I think there's only been a couple. I think there's only been like 3 or 4 actual pre-rep events, but the last couple that they did was that they unlocked all of the traders. They so everyone would have all of the traders and things would be cheap. And I think there was a bit of mix and match with the, if I'm remembering correctly, with the Raiders. I know the Raiders were involved at some point. All I know is that the last one was super fucking quick. They did it over the span of like a few hours, and then the wipe dropped. Yeah, they only have done it a few times. That's what I thought. So there's not too much to go off of. But I'm willing to bet, I'll tell you guys right now, I'm willing to bet that if something pops up where there's Raiders all over the maps and everything is unlocked for you, like if you are not level 40 but everything is unlocked for you for the traders, that's a pre-wipe event. I'll go ahead and say it right now. I think that that's what's going to happen with that. If you do see Raiders everywhere and everything is unlocked for you, then actually, you know what? Let me cut that in half, actually. Having everything unlocked for you, dead stop. If everything is unlocked for you, then that's like fuck everything kind of mentality. You know what I mean? Like that's you don't need to progress in the game anymore. They don't care about any of that. Then the wipe is coming. So if you see that all of the traders are unlocked for you, go ahead and take that as that's a pre-op event. Wipe's coming. I'll put it that way. That's probably the best way to put it because that's definitely throwing all of the progression out the window. Like no one gives a shit anymore. They're just gonna give it to you. Only done a few times. The first pre-wipe was like 5 weeks long, and it was Raiders everywhere. Yeah, I remember. And everything was cheap. That was nuts. I agree 100%. Yep. See, Jesse agrees with me too. So there's 2 Tarkov boys telling you what's up with the pre-wipe event stuff. And if 40 is still here, you can hear it from USEC3 himself too. Go hunt, kill on Factory. Yeah, that's a good point. So right now, guys, we're not seeing much. I'm gonna restart my game real quick, and we'll see what happens with that. But as of right now, KILLA, where the fuck did my launcher go? KILLA is on Factory. KILLA was on Factory before this launcher update. If you're asking me what I think this means, I think that it's a lead up to something. I think later today, maybe tomorrow at some point, I think what we're going to see is a pre-rep event. I think you're going to have those traders unlocked, and I think you're going to see all that. However, even though we might see this as bad news, however you guys want to take this, that might not happen. What might happen is just for the next 24 hours, you can find KILLA on Factory, and then maybe something that might happen is maybe they do the free labs weekend over the, weekend. So maybe sometime late tomorrow, because tomorrow's Friday, obviously moving into the weekend. Maybe sometime late tomorrow, about 24 hours after they started this KILLA thing, they start the free labs weekend, maybe, and then we'll see what happens from that. There's a few different directions that they can go with this. But again, if you guys see all of the traders unlocked, then take that as this is a pre-rep event. Also keep an eye out on Twitter too, because they might tweet something. But if anything actually comes of this official, You'll find it on the Discord. Make sure you guys join the Discord. We're doing some really cool stuff on Discord. Not just Escape from Tarkov related either. We're going to be doing lots of cool stuff in Star Citizen and Ashes of Creation and all that. Boop, boop, boop. No, prices are all the same. So we don't know how long this is going to take. I'm loaded in the game. I don't see anything in here. So either way, guys, like I was saying, KILLA is on Factory right now. So if you want to just go fight KILLA on Factory, you can do that. And then there's a couple of different ways that this can branch off, like I was just explaining. What could happen tomorrow is maybe they start the Free Labs weekend, or maybe they start something a little bit extra than the Free Labs weekend. Maybe. We'll see. Or the other branch would be they open up all the traders and there's a pre-up event and they wipe tomorrow, or maybe they wipe Saturday or something like that. Who knows? I sure as hell don't, but those are the ideas. Those are the kind of like, that's what I'm speculating might happen. And then, of course, you know, stay tuned to the channel for the latest Escape from Tarkov news. Guys, I'm going to head out. I'm going to talk about some stuff. There was some stuff that I wanted to talk about over the weekend with all this BTR stuff and all the extra what's going to be coming next. And even though we're in the middle of it, I might talk about some of this stuff anyway. But either way, guys, if there is a wipe tomorrow or if there's a wipe today, whatever might end up happening with the wipe in general.
Microwave.
Miss you and love you, sweetheart.
Appreciate it. Oh, what up? What up, PR? So yeah, Airwing, how you doing, dude? KILLA everywhere eventually, maybe? Maybe. KILLA, they've done that before in the past, too. Fiora, thanks for the 5 spot. Appreciate you. Love you, too. So yeah, so if they end up unlocking all the traders, that's more of like a fuck everything, fuck progression. That's probably going to be a pre-wipe event. It's probably going to be, if it's just the factory, if it's like just what's going to be going on with factory, maybe it's a special event, and then maybe they unlock. This music, what is this? Meltdown? Is this even from Nikita? I'll restart this music over here. Here's the exfil music. We'll do this. So yeah, and then or that they do like something special with labs, or they do something special with factory. Then that's gonna be something different than what I would think would be a pre-wipe event. But either way, sounds like everyone's having fun. Sounds like the servers are at least handling it a little bit. Might be some rough seas up in the future here, but we'll see what happens with that. Either way, I'm just gonna kind of digest everything that's happening here. And again, for the latest Escape from Tarkov news, you can subscribe to the channel. You'll find it here. And join the Discord if you guys are looking for people to play with. We do have an awesome LFG setup. We got lots of Sherpas over there, both official and some people that I've taught myself. And we're doing a lot more than just Escape from Tarkov. If you want to check out stuff for Star Citizen and the Ashes of Creation alpha that's going to be coming up next month, or actually in a couple weeks here, that's going to be going on over there as well. Guys, whatever ends up happening, you're going to find it here on the channel. So like I said, exciting times. just stay tuned to the channel. This is just freaking out. I don't want to see how many people are actually watching me. That's also why I'm kind of stuttering a lot and stuff too. Welcome to what happens when a lot of people watch me. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. If it does end up wiping, I'm going to try some Twitch stuff. And if Twitch doesn't end up working out with connection and stuff, then we'll be here playing the game. We'll be here playing the patch or the wipe or whatever might have happening on YouTube instead of Twitch. But we'll see what happens once that actually does end up coming up. So anyway, guys, that's going to do it for today. Thank you very much for hanging out. If I missed any of your questions, the VOD's going to go up. Also, this will be on Spotify. If you guys missed anything from the stream, this is going to be up on Spotify later today. I just need to upload it. And you guys will find me on the Discord. My DMs are always open on Discord. We're also having, it looks like my notifications on Discord are going absolutely off the fucking chain as well. So there's also a big discussion going on over there. Thank you guys very much for hanging out. Enjoy whatever this event is. Enjoy whatever is coming. I love you. And have a nice day. See you guys. Hey, thanks for coming by, Jesse, and everybody. Have a good one.